Shazam.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fury of those gods.
So this is the sequel to 2019's Shazam?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, that movie came out quite recently in the grand scheme of things.
It feels like it was forever ago.
Yeah, I thought it was a 2017 film. Holy shit. Shazam, which was a fun little...
I watched
the closest we have to a standalone DC film.
Yeah, like
in that universe.
I mean, I watched it I literally watched it 2-3 days ago. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, it's cute.
It is cute.
It's cute. It's nice. It's easy.
It's probably the funniest of the DC films we've gotten recently, except maybe Aquaman. Aquaman's fucking hilarious for different reasons.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I'm laughing at it.
Yeah. It's like a fun little comedy. There's some cute moments. It's fine. I like Shazam.
Yeah.
Well, I would like is a strong word. I can watch the Shazam.
It was one of those films that I watched it and I was like, yeah, it was charming.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly charmed by that.
I hate the ending because I'm just one of those people who really hates when they decide to make superheroes not special by giving the rest of the fucking cast superpowers.
Well, yeah.
Apparently, in this day and age, we're not allowed to just have characters who are humans. That's too much.
Everyone's a superhero now.
Everyone has to be a superhero, which is annoying. And then the sequel decides... Shazam Fury of the Gods feels like it can't tell if it regrets that decision or not.
Yeah, because considering that, you're in this position now, you got the whole Shazam family.
Yeah.
They're barely in it.
Yeah.
Or they're barely in it doing that stuff.
And the whole fucking film's about trying to get rid of their fucking powers.
Yeah, and it's and they lose it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And it's this thing of, I get it. It's one of them where it's I think there's not much of the adults doing stuff.
No.
There's the opening sequence.
Which is good because I thought the adults were a bit mixed acting-wise throughout.
Yeah.
I thought the acting in general was a bit
I think
mixed,
what it is...
honest, but
I think with this film...
Helen Mirren is fucking sleeping through this film.
She's getting that paycheck. Good for her.
Good for her. She is sleeping through it.
My whole thing with this film is it's got the exact same problems as Shazam 1.
Yeah.
Way too fucking long.
Absolutely.
Visually looks like fucking shit.
Okay, you know the scene when... Okay, generally I think my problem with superhero movies and visual effects, it's the CGI creatures. You know, Thor Love and Thunder, you have that fucking flowing head.
Yes.
With this one, it was always the green screen.
I
thought the actual effects looked alright, but it was the green screen.
It had a similar problem to Quantum Mania to some extent, but I always think as well, I think the problem was...
You know when the girl's falling through the sky?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Just, yeah. But, I think what it is it's that similar problem again of we, as, filmmakers now, we've all, forgot what lighting is.
Yes.
And it's, a lot of... And it's, I think a lot of the reason why green screen has been really bad is because a lot of these films aren't lit right.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those problems where it's the reason why Quantum Mania's green screen looks like shit is because because the lighting feels wrong.
Yeah.
They feel like they're
Quantum Mania feels like it's being shot inside of a studio lot.
Exactly, and it's they don't feel like they're there.
Yeah.
Because it's funny, because Avatar.
Yeah.
For as effects driven as they are, I was looking at a scene where they were filming in water.
That isn't the most base thing in the entire world.
Yeah, they were filming in places. There's a lot of green screen naturally, but they also were doing a lot of things on the set, actual things.
Yeah.
They were climbing on things. They were, and it was those moments still feel real in the movie, even though these are fucking animated characters essentially.
Yeah.
Because there's still that semblance of them doing something. Whereas a lot of Marvel movies, it's just let's just plot fucking Paul Rudd in on a green screen and call it a day. And it's no, you need to do a bit more than that. And it's Shazam, I think, has that similar problem. Where, and again, I think a lot of it as well is lighting.
Yeah.
They film these things in the fucking day.
Yeah.
And it looks like shit. Because then some shots, say when it's darker, look quite nice.
Yeah.
Or look passable.
Yeah.
And it's but then they'll film something in the day, but then it's surrounded by CGI, one thing, right, and it sounds silly. Cars.
Yeah.
Cars in superhero movies are such an easy sign to tell when something is obviously CGI, because every car looks fake.
Yeah.
They look like fucking Hot Wheels. They all look like fucking toy cars you'd buy.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, and then immediately I'm like, oh, but then I know it's fucking green screen. It's just, and it's like, I wish these movies would just learn.
Just go outside.
Please, just go outside. Like, go outside. Put these people on a fucking field.
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Stop putting them in a fucking studio. Put them outside.
Yeah.
Remember when during the fucking Eternals, when Kevin Feige discovered what outside is, and he was like, bro, it was he was like fucking telling like the fucking shareholders, he was like, it is so crazy. This director, it's like you're really there. And it's like, it's like, yeah, because what she was doing was she was going, you know what? Let's put fucking Jon Snow by a fucking like field. Let's just put him there. Like we don't.
I love to imagine. Yeah, Chloe Zhao walked up to Kevin Feige. He was like, so what if we shot this like in a field? Kevin Feige looked at her. The fuck is a field?
What the fuck is that? What's grass? What's a tree?
Pay for that?
What the fuck's a tree? Is that a Marvel character?
Is that the name of a comic book? I wouldn't know. I haven't read them.
It's like this thing of like, it's like the more like complicated these get in effects, the less real they feel.
Yeah.
And Shazam is a big example of that. Like,
it's weird though because I think a lot of the monsters look really good.
Yeah.
But I think the designs of the monsters look really, really good. Though with that being said, why is the dragon at the end? Why is
the dragon looks cool, I think.
He looks cool. I just don't get why his superpower is either so he breathes fire except when he doesn't, and then his other power is he just stares at you and makes you feel real scared.
I'm really scared when I see it. This thing, this creature.
When like that whole, not to like get too deep into spoilers, but when I can't remember the name of Freddy, when like he's fighting the dragon or whatever, and the dragon just going, why doesn't
and it goes on for like 10 minutes?
Why doesn't the person with the fucking magic staff that can shoot people
kill them?
Shoot him.
Just shoot him.
Rather than getting a dragon to go.
Yeah, that whole sequence, because it's that like movie thing where like people have like a gun and they're pointing it at someone and they don't just shoot. And it's like you just have to sit there and be like, and it's like please, it's like shoot.
Yeah,
you can do it.
Just do the thing.
Do it.
And then like the next second, the dragon breathes fire.
Yeah, and it's like he wasted all that time. Like okay, great, okay, beautiful. It's like, but it's like it's one of those movies where like the effects are kind of shit, the narrative's kind of shit, there's some bad acting.
What did you think of Rachel Zegler's Rachel? What do you think of Rachel's performance?
She definitely enjoyed getting that paycheck.
Because I thought she was good.
Oh no, she was good. She was, yeah.
I think Rachel Zegler. I think her performance summarizes the movie. When it's a low stakes comedy, which is focused more on like the family and a bit of high school and all that.
It's cute.
And it's cute. And Rachel Zegler in that I thought was really charming.
Yeah.
The second Rachel Zegler's dragged into the plot,
it falls apart.
I don't know what she's doing.
Which is kind of the problem with the movie.
I think it's partly down to the dialogue she's saying, which is obviously meant to be Shakespearean-esque. It's meant to be old-timey classical. But it's so fucking dull. And Rachel Zegler, bless her soul, can't say it in a way that sounds human.
I think the main problem with the movie, but it's funny, because like, to me, like, Shazam, like the first one, started poor, ended strong.
Yeah.
This one, starts strong, ends poor.
Yeah.
The moment, like, the proper plot kicks off, it falls apart.
And I think a large part of that is just how fucking dull these villains are.
How dull and how long it is.
I apologise to MODOK.
Because, like, but, and again, it's the length.
Yeah.
This does not need to be over 2 hours long.
Well, it's when,
fuck me.
There's a lot of things that happen in the fucking villain's dungeon, which is, like, takes forever.
But then ultimately goes nowhere.
Yeah, it goes nowhere. And then there's the ending, like, the climax, the third act, where the villains attack Earth or whatever. And it just keeps going.
It just doesn't end.
It keeps fucking going.
It's like I'm watching like a third act of a Zack Snyder movie.
Even
I
love Zack Snyder. Even the final fight between Shazam and the dragon Shazam has to go off and have a fucking massive monologue.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And then he has to. And then there's a really long walk through a tunnel, and it just keeps.
It just keeps going and going and going, and then
there's a whole thing with unicorns that takes forever.
And then when you think it's all over, there's another like fucking 10 minutes.
Yeah.
With other stuff, and it's like.
But then that ending.
And then it just gets worse.
The ending is. The only excuse for the ending I can imagine them having.
They filmed like a month ago.
Yeah, they filmed it like yesterday.
It definitely was a reshoot.
Because everyone's giving us completely different performance in terms of quality. Fucking the editing feels like it's been done in a day because it's so weird and rushed and.
It's
rough.
like what's happened is the film was done.
Yeah.
Fucking ages ago.
It was
written
in the morning.
Yeah, it was done like ages ago, and then they went, what do we do? Like, shit, like we can't do this because maybe, I don't know, maybe
the ending was saying a Black Adam shit.
Possibly, yeah. Maybe maybe the ending was different and because of whatever's going on with DC right now. Fuck knows. But like maybe like because of all that stuff, they went, okay, let's like do this instead. So it's a bit more closed.
You know when the wizard shows up at the end of the movie, like in his fucking hat and shit?
Yeah.
Genuinely, for a second, I don't know why, I thought it was fucking Idris Elba from 3,000 Years of Longing. I thought he was about to turn up. I was about to fucking cheer.
Oh my god. No, yeah. At first, I was like, I think, is this gonna be like a big reveal?
Yeah.
We're really pumping it up for a character we saw like 5 minutes ago. Like he wasn't really like
a different outfit.
Yeah, he was just a bit more drippy like than usual.
And then there's 2 post-credit scenes. The post-credit scenes are shit. Not like not Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania levels of shit, but just more so shit in terms of 1, they're never gonna go anywhere.
Yeah.
And 2, I can't even tell what the fuck they're trying to set up. Because there's the first one. Are we just gonna go into spoiler territory?
Yeah, fucking guys.
Spoilers for Shazam: Fury of the Fox. So the first post-credit scene is the two characters from Peacemaker. A good show.
Great show.
Great show. Where they come out and they're like, Shazam, Amanda Waller wants you to join the Justice Society.
Yeah.
And it's like a joke, and it's by the end it's really vague whether or not he's actually going to be part of the Justice Society or not. And
probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not after they look at the box. Yeah. What's going to happen is James goes to look at the box office like total to this weekend. They go, nah, that's not happening.
You just see the DVD release, there's the scenes cut.
Yeah. Hey, James, go. What happened to that scene? Oh, we never filmed that. What are you talking about? This guy gaslights everyone.
He looks at the Wikipedia, like, box office again. Yeah, that scene never fucking happened.
What? Like, did that happen? No. Trust me, that is my wife. I know. Like... I know where she is. She wouldn't do that. Like,
it's just, and it's such a weird scene because it's taking these 2 really funny characters from a really funny show and making them not funny, which was a bold move. Also, Shazam felt so annoying in that scene.
Yeah. What? Yeah. He's always annoying. I get it. He's a kid, but in that scene, he got like I was like getting a fucking migraine from that. He was so annoying.
I don't know what, like, that's what happened to that scene. Again, it's another one of those things where it felt like it was written in a day because of the new James Gunn stuff. Yeah. But also at the same time, that felt like it was the kind of thing that's going to get cancelled out by the James Gunn stuff. So I can't tell where the fuck it's linked to what, and I have no idea what the fuck's going on. And then the final post-credit scene is it Mark Strong? Is that his name? Jeremy, that's a different guy, Jeremy Strong. Mark Strong.
Mark Strong. Yeah. They show Mark Strong, who's the villain
of the first movie. And you were saying this is because I don't remember.
Well, because the second so I think the first post credit scene, I literally saw this movie 3 days ago and I've already forgot. One of them was like Mark. It was Mark Strong in like a prison cell. Yeah. And then a little caterpillar thing starts talking to him.
Yeah.
That was the first one, and then basically this one's kind of more of that.
And it still goes nowhere.
I think the second scene of Shazam 1 was
Okay, so the caterpillar is Mr. Mind. I couldn't give a shit.
Okay.
Right, so
okay, anyway.
It's setting up Shazam 3, which they've said is only happening if Shazam 2 does well at the box office.
Which it will not, because yep.
So that scene's going nowhere. And
it's another Black Adam, I guess. Another ceiling goes nowhere.
And then if we're talking spoilers, we can also talk about my favourite aspect of the film, which is Wonder Woman. Because everyone was demanding more Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot is just, gone. She sang Imagine. She's everyone's favourite celebrity now. And she's now in Shazam, Fury of the Gods, saying lines off a fucking teleprompter.
Yep.
She's there.
She's certainly there. Whether or not she wanted to be there is another question.
I think Gal Gadot's fucking sick of this character. I get that vibe.
Yeah.
After 84.
I think what a lot of it is as well, it's just, I think a lot of these people are kind of bored with it.
Yeah.
Like, I think Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I mean, Ben Affleck, fucking hell.
He has, like, no interest.
Yeah,
anymore.
I think it's where he said, like, something in an interview where he's like, yeah, I just don't really like what James Gunn's doing with this whole thing.
I think he basically said, well, I think what it was less that, but more just like he went, he doesn't really want to like do anything with them. Is what he said, like he has no interest in doing that.
He's waiting for the new Snyderverse film.
Yeah, that's what it is. No, like I think what it is, he just said like, not against James Gunn, he's just not interested in, I guess, doing anything with a cinematic universe. But like, and I think that's probably what a lot of them are like.
Yeah, and I get that vibe
from
Gal Gadot.
Because like
she walks into this, she poorly delivers some lines. She
is gone.
Saves the world. I love that they have this really sad death scene, which is like, for a second I was like, ooh, fair fucking ballsy, fair play.
I genuinely did think they were
I thought for a second they wrote a new ending after Zachary Levi said that he was an anti-vaxxer, and they wrote the new ending to kill
he didn't
him
get
off.
the vaccine.
Like, that's what I thought this was. I was like, holy shit, they're actually getting rid of him.
I genuinely was, at first I was like, okay, I was like, they're really
is this James Gunn's way of cancelling Shazam?
You see, even if they sort of post-credit scene to show that he was still alive, like, I was thinking, like, okay, they're actually gonna kill him off.
And fucking Wonder Woman walks in.
She walks in and goes, okay, you're alive now.
She walks in, she sings Imagine, saves the world.
And then, like, that
Shazam gets resurrected, tries to flirt with her. It's weird because he's 17 and she's 10 billion.
I can't, like, get over that Wonder Woman comes in.
Yeah.
Resurrects him and then leaves. Like, can you, like, that just, like...
That's the kind of shit you write in a fan fiction.
That is something where, like, that was, like, 5 minutes, like, what did we do? Wonder Woman... And I was like, okay,
like obviously it's paying off a recurring joke, but it's not even a good joke, and it's a shit payoff.
And yeah, it's not it's a payoff, I guess, but at the same time, the joke wasn't anything to do with like I'd love if like Wonder Woman
came and resurrected me.
Yeah, it was one of like, I think Wonder Woman's hot.
Yeah,
and it's like that was really it.
And they still continue that fucking joke in the post-credit scene.
Yeah,
and I wanted to die.
And it was really weird because they wouldn't stop.
They wouldn't stop.
They don't mention her once in the first Shazam.
17.
They don't mention Wonder Woman once in the first Shazam.
He just got really horny.
Yeah, it's all of a sudden in the second one he's so horny. Superman is the one who gets mentioned.
Yeah,
unless maybe with Shazam 3. They'll mention
Batman.
There'll be Batman.
The entire time.
Ben Affleck will come back. Yeah. Look like he does not want to be there.
You just see Ben Affleck being brought back, like, and you just they have to green screen someone holding a gun to his head.
Yeah, he's like, hey, Shazam, you're really cool. I really like you. That's it. Like,
I fucking hate these. I mean, to be fair, we're giving it a lot of shit. I don't hate this movie.
It's fine.
It's passable.
Fine.
If it showed up on, if this was playing like on a fucking television channel, and I was sitting there, I would watch the first half and then turn it off when Rachel Zegler reveals herself to be evil.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Because that's when the film drops off.
Yeah. It's like. And it's one of them where it goes from like, oh, this is like fun to this now. This is like whatever.
Because the second Rachel Zegler isn't given the chance to just be kind of funny, quirky, charming high school girl, it's like, this is boring now. Because,
wow, I don't want to watch this anymore.
Yeah, and that is literally it's mad the fucking gulf in quality between the two.
Yeah, it's
two
just
sides.
because it just becomes a boring movie.
Because I was really enjoying myself in the first half an hour.
Yeah, it's fun and it just stops.
Yeah,
it's like it was just like one of those things, but like it's like the DC offices and you're like, okay, guys. We have this film that's like kind of fun.
Yeah.
What if we just make it not fun? See, and then everyone in the offices just like start clapping.
I think this is the issue with making so many of these superhero films, and especially making sequels to obscure. Shazam isn't really obscure, but obscure characters. The villains just aren't interesting.
It's just generic.
So many of these superhero movies have to be carried by their villains. Because especially sequels, the superheroes had their plot arc. So the film's about the villain.
And the villain.
And in a case like this, I mean, Shazam 1's villain was not very interesting, but the film was somewhat interesting because Shazam had a film. It was a film about Shazam.
Yeah.
This is a film about the Daughters of Atlas.
Yeah.
And the Daughters of Atlas are the three most boring fuckers.
They're so uninteresting as people that you don't care.
Exactly.
As soon as it starts.
So, also, what the fuck was Rachel Zegler doing in a fucking high school in the first place? I guess she was there to... Like, how did she know that... What?
I guess...
I didn't get that part.
Yeah, I mean, I guess just to look normal.
But why? Not, like, she's a fucking Greek goddess.
I guess... I guess she doesn't want people to know that. But
why? Maybe, why does it matter in the first... She should... Like, she live somewhere else? I think she has, like, a fucking apartment in the city.
I don't know.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit like that that's just...
Yeah, like this, yeah.
Stupid.
I hope David Sandberg stops doing these, man.
Yeah.
Let's go back to horror movies.